break it down.
Goddamn, baby girl, you just got me losing my brain. Well, me and you together, spiritual flames, you're my flame. Yeah, really, girl, you can tell me, you got me popping around like a
Gonna be like a pre-uploaded, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck all your insecurities and your fake battles. Fuck hanging around the sheep will make me hate cattle. Straight looking up.
Oh shit, what y'all doing now? Even though it's Saturday.
Something you can't battle. You feeling it? Think you need to calm down. You need some ritalin. Wish I wasn't in the shit that I'm in the middle.
I'm just now getting to the crib.
Careful with my decisions, bitch. Cause I've seen the light, then I made it right. Seen the sun, now it's going up. Seen death, then I made a left. Was in the clouds, now it's going down. Seen the light, then I made it right. Seen the sun, now it's going up. Seen death, then I made a left. Was in the clouds, now it's going down. Pilot man, yeah, pilot man, yeah, pilot man, all around, yeah. Can you please tell me what the fuck you want? Yeah, right now. Can you please tell me what the fuck you want? Right now, yeah, girl, right now. I'm about to fly to the sky. I'm letting the vibe be the try. But I'm gonna fly to my guy. So I'm gonna rise up your back. Yeah. Smoking la 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 la. Smoking on la 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 la. Yeah. Ain't nobody out here passing me. You thought you was Martin Luther King, but you only had a dream. Yeah. And I'm straight your body land. Can you tell me what you can't on again? How can I just be a help? Yeah. You just gotta be yourself. When the bitch we got to go now, bitch. Now I'm on it. The mic's taking in around 6 in the morning. You need to lay your kids down, shit get annoying. I know you love your kids, child, but dick's more important. Swipe off, seen the light, then I made it right. Seen the sun, now it's going up. Seen death, then I made a left. Was in the clouds, now it's going down. Seen the light, then I made it right. Seen the sun, now it's going out. Seen death, then I made a left. Was in the clouds, now it's going down. Pilot man, yeah, pilot man, yeah, pilot man. I've been all around, yeah.
How's that? We gotta talk about motherfucker real quick, you know what I'm saying? This is really gonna be a pre-uploaded, because you know what I'm saying, I ain't get a chance to do shit all day in this motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just now getting to the motherfucking flight cape. You know what I'm saying? The S on the chest is not for Superman, it's for super flights, it's for sight, it's for seeing, it's for soaring, it's for swimming, it's for how things may seem, it's for sacrifice, it's for circumference within the parameter. It's a whole lot of other things. This ain't Superman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Mason Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Mason Man. You know, that's all that. There's a thought that came in their head. It was like, yeah, we not from here. We from here, and there's some shit from where we from. It's kryptonite, and it's all about the mind. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for the donation. L7 beloved. Real shit. Goddamn. So y'all, I'm surprised y'all even up with me, even though it's Saturday. I really don't sleep. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I gotta struggle to get some rest, because you know I'm all fire. So you know what I'm saying? Before I could go to sleep, like 10 songs gotta be done. I wouldn't even really at the crib today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about done with my whole mixtape, so I got the whole Mazarov about to come. But we gotta talk about Virgo though. Thank you so much for the donation. Goodbye, 333. He real. You said to Draymond Green for speaking up. Who's Draymond? That's a sports guy, celebrity, or the whole shit. Somebody speaking. Oh shit. Somebody speaking up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's always good for somebody to speak up. It's all good. It's all to the good. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's all to the good. Because we try to make sense out of shit, and we get ready to experience a motherfucking full moon anyway. So this motherfucking full moon is going to put things in motherfucking perspective and shit like that. So keep that in mind. This is a goddamn, Lunar eclipse. So it's going to put everything in motherfucking perspectives. It's going to put us into a situation where we have to realize things. We have to make things practical. And once we make things practical, it's going to be that full moon. And is you going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled on what things need to be practical on. And for the most part, once it's a fucking, not no fucking, uh, yeah, not no fucking new fucking moon. What the fuck am I even talking about? God damn it. I need to change the goddamn title on this motherfucker shit. But for the most part, y'all know it's motherfucking late. I'll switch the title once I'm motherfucking done in this motherfucking shit. But other than that, yay. This puts us into a motherfucking situation where, you know, our reality, practicality, what make motherfucking sense. You said, oh, it's a shot. I thought it said, so you said it was good. I'm blind. So sometimes I be thinking y'all be saying other shit, and so I have to focus. And when I focus, it be like, oh, shout me. Then I be like, damn, why I take myself off my train of thought? You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Getting flunked out and things of that nature. But at the same time, yeah, like I said, it's double Libra energy. So it's gonna put you into a goddamn situation. I think I need to switch that title. I can't do it on this damn phone though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I just late as fuck. I just put any old thing up there. I really just wanted to come live, tell you the truth. I really just wanted to come live. I ain't prepared nothing. I was like, damn, I ain't get to go live all day. I was in the goddamn flight cave or nothing like that. Just really wanted to go live. I just keep tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Other than motherfucking that, yay. But yeah, it's going to put us into a situation where it's going to be a renewal. And for the most part, like I said, it's going to be cuffing season in this motherfucker shit. So that's what you're going to feel unfulfilled on. And that's going to feel like the energy you want to dive into. Because it's always new, juicy energy. It's always something you're going to make you feel enticed. It's always going to be something that make you feel like it's something new in some way. Even though what goes around comes around, be the same energy all the motherfucking time. It just so happens this time we got them in this motherfucking cuffing season, which is Libra. You know what I'm saying? Fall season and things of that nature. So this is what you want to experience new. You want to experience a new relationship. You want to experience a new circumstance. You want to experience new balance. You know what I'm saying? And these old outdated ways that you've been experiencing in this motherfucker shit put you into a space where you feel like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It'll put you into a space where you feel like you can't accomplish that. It'll put you into a space right now where you feel like you might have to use the opposite energy, because the opposite energy is going to have like a little bit more oomph to it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be the energy that's lacking. There's so much energy in Libra, sun and the moon is going to be in Libra in some way, shape, or form. So us prepared, getting up to that state in some way, shape, or form is going to like put you into the state where you got to make sure you're planting seeds into the right area. Every time it's a Virgo energy that represents harvest. You know what I'm saying? So right now you need to be harvesting when it comes to the emotional state. Because the emotional awareness, the emotional connections that you have, and these are the things you need to make sense out of. These are things that need to be practical. These are things that need to look like Virgo in some way, shape, or form. And the more that you make these things Virgo-like, the more that you're preparing yourself to be above waters instead of getting washing up under the current in this motherfucking shit. So keep that in mind too. So it'll put you into a situation where you want something new. You just have to make sure that you're not jumping and leaping into something that is not even safe. You know what I'm saying? And you might be swimming with the esoteric sharks, and then everything is going to fall motherfucking short. So keep that in mind. Also, like I say, anytime the moon and the sun is in the same placements in this motherfucking shit, it's a block it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a solar eclipse in some way, shape, or form. So it puts us into a situation where it's the same sign, and the same sign when it comes to our actions, the sun and our moon and our reactions, they in the same place. So a lot of times our heart and our actions in the same place. How we view things, how we choose to react is in the same place. So for the most part, when it's in Libra, this could be very harsh for the other cardinal signs, Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer, because y'all way of going about this motherfucking energy may be a little bit flunked out a little bit, maybe a little flunky. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, Aries, you automatically opposite. So you're going to make a mistake by default due to the fact of Chiron being here, and your way of expressing your relatability may look like you're trying to express your own individuality of a situation, and then therefore it come across like it's self-centered or selfish, or you're not trying to see something from someone else's point of view. When it comes into Cancer, you might be trying to convey your emotions, how you feel strongly about connecting to a relationship. But for the most part, that strong emotion is not going to be conveyed right, because for the most part it's squaring at a 90-degree angle. So it wants to be conveyed more lightly, more harmonious, more communicative wise, not with a pressure, not with a feeling, not with a emotion, not with a guilt trip, or not with a condition of wanting to feel vulnerable. And if you don't make me feel vulnerable, I'm not going to communicate with you. I mean, yeah, and if you don't make me feel comfortable, I'm not going to communicate with you. That's the kind of pressure you'll give off, and that's negligent in this time. And then Capricorn, the other 90-degree angle, which is the square. Your way of expressing or creating balance right now is making somebody have as much duties and obligations as you, or giving somebody as much as responsibility as you. And you think this is what a person want. A lot of times you might manifest lazy people in your life, or procrastinating people in your life. So instead of you saying, I love you, being a Capricorn, it takes time to get there, you might do something like give them a responsibility that you in your own mind wouldn't dare do that. You got to really trust somebody to do that, because you already expect that wouldn't nobody do it the way you need it to be done. So that's something you care about, and that's something you appreciate. But that's in your mind, being a Capricorn, because you attach everything to the physical world. You feel to realize with your relationship, they don't see it that same way. Sometimes you might manifest others, like if you're around a Leo or something like that, or a Virgo, not so much as a Taurus, y'all clash. But at the same time, it gets to a situation where you might think that's your way of showing love, and to another person, that's their way of signs of looking at you like they probably need to run, or they probably not need to express themselves that much, due to the fact of you giving them responsibilities, and to them they don't want these responsibilities. But in your mind, you think this is your way of showing love. You in your mind, you like, man, I'm giving you this responsibility. I would never give somebody, nobody will be able to get this done right in some way, shape, or form. In their mind, they looking at this like, hold on, what the fuck is this? Is this person my boss or something like that? And then that's where your way of conveying love may be flunked out, or your way of relating may be flunked out due to this period of time of this 90-degree angle. So keep that in mind. Also, being a motherfucking cappy, but so cap. But at the same time, just in general, the Libra energy itself, this is what we all going to be experiencing in some way, shape, or form. A new moon, a new refreshing energy in some way, shape, or form. And that's going to be in Libra. So Libra is going to be weakened. So for the most part, you're going to need a little bit of the Aries energy, or you're going to need to be satisfied or open or vulnerable to making mistakes in order for this energy to be relayed. Otherwise, if you are an individual that's so gun-ho on expressing yourself, or always caring or worried about if you're going to make a mistake or not in some way, shape, or form, this builds an energy of unrelatability also, because you leave high resistant bacteria, parasitic virtues as far as a chakra when you be in this kind of energy, and make a person automatically feel like they can't relate to you or create no bond, and you can't even relate to yourself. That's why it comes to that point, because you're trying to find a situation to express yourself, but you can't. So it built internal frustration, and therefore you try to build mentalities where you could be satisfied with that, and then that leads you into a situation where you'll be flunked out on a negative side. But if you kind of be open and use the Aries energy right now, and be open to where Aries is at, which is in Chiron and things of that nature. So be open to your cardinal fire, even if you're not Aries. Be open to the energy of initiating, and creating new ways of seeing and feeling about things, even if you make a mistake, because that mistake allow another person to look at you and allow them to take off points of being so hard on you, and you'll be able to take a lot of points off being so hard on yourself, because you will start to experience people giving you energy that you don't have to be so hard on yourself, because they'll probably express that they went through similar things, or they probably express more connection to you in some way, shape, or form, or give you this energy like, damn, I would have never knew that person thought like that unless I would have opened my mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. So for the most part, that puts you into a situation where if you're not open to mistakes, you're not even going to be a relatable person for someone to look at you like you're relatable. Like you're, and this is another word that I'm looking for, but I can't find it, but y'all know what I'm basically trying to convey in some way, shape, or form. You look more down to earth. You look more humane. You look more like a person that ain't a person got to figure out to themselves, and then that build into an energy where a person might think to themselves you don't like them, or they might gotta do extra shit to bring shit out of you so they can see what's actually going on with you, or the relationship that y'all got as far as an orb. You know what I'm saying? We know orbs create life. So you know what an orb is basically the energetic frequency that you and another individual have between each other. So that could be with enemies, people don't know. The moment you come across somebody you don't know, when y'all become aware of each other, and degree wise than someone that you actually are familiar with in some way, shape, or form. But that's what an orb is. And whatever energy that you and another spirit in a body have created, another spirit that don't got nobody can jump into that light form and create their mini micro dots and fill-ins and second comings, extra dots. And there, for the most part, that's them giving it life. That's them, that's that spirit giving that person's, that character, giving that orb, that light form that's a macabre at the moment, so you can't see it. It might just play out like a archon or something like that. But for the most part, they're giving it more light. They're giving it life, and as that spirit, the situations that can become more dense in people's lives that they can react or respond to, and the more a spirit in a body can react or respond to that energy that the spirit giving life to, the more that spirit could jump into that vehicle, like the body snatcher, right? And then for the most part, utilize its chakras and things of that nature to even come out into this world via having that individual have sex based upon agreeing with these desires and natural selections that they're both agreeing with, or whether that spirit choose to change and do something else, and that spirit have to just create a circumstance and situation. Your circumstances and situations in your life is light forms also, portals also. Everything is outside of you as a spirit. Without things, it's non-existent. The moment you become aware, you start creating. Now, for the most part, that spirit can create a circumstance and situation that affect a family member, an animal, a bug around you. And if one of those family members, animals, or bugs take more of that desire and react and respond and manifest as a routine and pattern in more similar circumstances and situations as a life form, then that spirit could come out and be born through a vehicle spirit, which is all aware. A lot of times is when two other spirits that's already aware have an interaction and create a light form. Now there's always space within space. Now the spirit become aware of its surrounding, and it's surrounded by an orb already that it got out by from spirits that already created a form, and then therefore it can piggyback to see if it agree with it or not, and then it start its creation when it becomes aware, and now a star is born. You know what I'm saying? But get into the energy when we start to talk about motherfucking man. Oh look, man, don't start YouTube on some bullshit right now. I forgot I ain't cut the fucking thing off, so hopefully that shit is clear in this motherfucking shit. I just turned it off now. But for the most part, that's how when we start talking about the new moon in this motherfucker shit, right? The new moon in motherfucking Libra is gonna make us want a new relationship, a new way of balancing, a new way of creating a circumstance where we can have harmonious energies between the things that we want to do and with the individuals that we want to involve ourselves with also. So that's how it is in this motherfucking shit when we start to talk about the new move. I don't know how motherfucking long YouTube was motherfucking tripping. I hope it wasn't tripping that motherfucking long. This motherfucking shit. Shout out to 11. But Jade, so when we started talking about the motherfucking new moon and shit like that, you said YouTube shouldn't be up. Just like, yeah, right. YouTube be flong, pity, flong. But for the most part, yay. So right now it's just basically preparing. So you want that Virgo energy is being utilized towards the moon, being filtered through the moon, and you know the moon play out in your life as your reactions and response, and your fight or flight energy. So for the most part, this puts you into a situation where, you know, like I said, if you are a sun, moon, or ascendant, Cancer, Capricorn, or Aries, is going to be in effect on a negative side for you once the moon go into Libra. But as of right now, if you are a sun, moon, or ascendant and motherfucking Sagittarius, Gemini, or Pisces right now, then it's going to be full in effect on a negative side for you in order for you to build. Shout out to Tang. It's going to be a little bit insufficient for you in order for you to get situated right when it comes to the process of preparing for the new moon and this motherfucking shit. So keep that in mind. Also, you might be in a situation where, you know, if you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or ascendant, your way of reacting and responding to circumstances is not wanting to be in cages, not wanting to deal with responsibilities and things of that nature. And then for the most part, Virgo is all about responsibilities and making things work. And as a Sagittarius, once you start to get into that escape energy, your relationships is not going to work, or whatever that you're trying to make work is not going to be sufficient, and it's going to be shaky. It's not going to be Earth-like. So be careful with that, being a Sagittarius right now. Gemini, sun, moon, or ascendant. Your way of trying to prepare for motherfucking new moon in some way, shape, or form, right? You might be thinking you need to communicate and share your ideas more. And sharing your ideas might not necessarily make sense when the moon is in Virgo. Prepare for the motherfucking new moon. Because you sharing your idea, somebody might steal it, somebody might shoot it down and make it seem like it don't make sense. to disturb you. You don't go about what you was already supposed to go about, or you might be in a situation where you have conversations and start to feel like they're purposeless because people not as deeply into things that you're into mentally. So you start to realize people might not be laughing with laughing at you, even though that may not necessarily be the case. Anytime the 90-degree angle, which is the moon in Virgo, go into, and specifically the moon in Virgo, when it goes into that sign, sometimes you feel this way sometimes because it's hard for you to emotionally connect to logical information, or when you're trying to just have a conversation with someone, due to the fact of you're going to be thinking that someone's trying to always make sense out of it, or overthink about it, or over practicalize it, where you just want to have a free conversation. And a lot of times other people might just have trying to have a free conversation too. Their way of going about it, especially things of that nature, especially when the moon going to Virgo, you're going to feel that sense by default, not the actual case. And then when it comes to motherfucking Pisces, your way of dealing with this motherfucking energy and preparing for the motherfucking new moon and shit like that, right? You already gonna be at odds and flunked out. So your way of reacting and responding is already gonna be playing victim or thinking that something revolving around you in some way, shape, or form. And that might not necessarily be the case. Whatever that you're taking personal guilt or personal offense towards might be just simply from you hearing a person say they can't do something right now, or they about to do something, and whatever that they about to do is like some shit that you never would do. But for the most part, you think that they're only saying that because it has something to do with you. And you don't understand that people trying to make their own life right now. They're trying to make out of their own emotions and feelings. They're trying to be practical, right? And for the most part, they're trying to perfect things. And you don't necessarily know everything that they're trying to make work, even in their personal life, for them to even say what they're saying. Because the moon is going to be in your opposite sign. So for the most part, you're going to be automatically taking offense or being some strange Leo energy in some way, shape, or form, not knowing that other people are saying things because they got other things going on in their personal life that they're actually trying to make work. And if you don't know how to dialogue that and understand that and get out your feelings and try to connect your feelings with other people, thinking that you know why a person felt that way to interact with you that way, then this is where you may become flunked out during this particular time and appear to not make sense. Key word, because the moon is in Virgo. Well, the moon is getting ready to get in Virgo. Thank you so much for the donation, PGA. I appreciate that. I like that emoji about your video game. But that's the energy right there for if you are a mutable sign right now and you are dealing with these energies based upon preparing for the motherfucking new moon. I know all y'all probably just popped in and like, hold on, Dolo, it ain't about to be the full moon in this motherfucker. Look, cause I just got to the crib. I just wanted to come live in this motherfucking shit like that. I just do anything in the goddamn title, goddamn it. I know where we're going. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's only a full moon when we're having a lunar eclipse. You know what I'm saying? That means we're facing 180 degrees away from the goddamn body of water we separated from, and what creates light is spectrums of atmospheres. So that's what create what y'all want to call light. So that's what you think you seeing, but it doesn't appear that way. It appear to be moving to the right because we are moving to the left, not something on no God or Brahma moving these stars and planets to the right. And for some reason they just going to the right and nothing stopping them, nothing making them go into another direction. You know what I'm saying? What kind of bubble concept is that? That's lost. That's lost in this bubble concept. That's lost people, humanity. You know what I'm saying? That's lost humanity. All the way to a person think that is wrong and things of that nature. No, the Bible ain't wrong. Men and women interpretation is what's wrong. The people who wrote it know very well what the fuck they was talking about. They was giving names and titles to all your spiritual travels. You know what I'm saying? They was giving names and titles to everything that your spirit do. When your spirit be in one space, they get out a name. When you be in another space, they get a name. So when your spirit be in spaces, the only way your spirit be in these spaces is because you are aware you in these spaces. And once you create an awareness, that's like a halo. That's like a spaceship. So each spaceship, when a spirit is in we stamp a name on it, a calendar, a date, a time, and internally speculative wise, we're able to understand every time a spirit is in that space, anytime a spirit is in that state of awareness, that being play out these kind of characteristics. So this help us keep track on our motherfucker internal energies in some way. And that was like the rooted concept of it. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no reason for people shout the lady go hard. It wasn't no reason for nobody to get lost and flunked out in this motherfucker shit. It wasn't made for people to use their brain for shit it wasn't made for. It wasn't made for motherfuckers. It was made, motherfucker, for you to understand what the fuck your spirit doing. Now, all this anthropomorphified shit and shit like that, that's man and woman and these religion people and stuff like that. That's their fault. That ain't the book fault. Shout out to the Queen Empress. That ain't the book fault. You know what I'm saying? Like when you find God and then find the book, you will see God all throughout the book. When you find the book, and this could be any book, then you find your mentality, your brain, or in this religious book, your God, then for the most part, that's the only thing that can actually tell you anything. And you always have to go back to these things to have a level of understanding of these things. All of these are just level of understandings of life. And the better you know how to understand yourself, you'll be able to understand everything outside of you, because teamwork makes the dream work. And once you find all the pieces in the sand that you laid out here externally, that's because you found all the motherfucking internal energies that you've been creating. What you've been doing now is what you always been doing. So what you've been creating, you're going to see footprints of your sand in all existences out here. And once you start to find it, you'll be able to put like pieces together to be able to understand things more clearly in some way, shape, or form. And the only way you're going to know who you are is when you realize you ain't shit. You ain't no thing. So every little piece or the percentage level that you did create, you realize that's your part. And you have to take responsibility for it. And the shit that you don't like, now is the time to the shit that you do like, manifest and accumulate on that shit and expand and help us expand the universe. Other than that, your monkey ass, shade bird ass ain't going no motherfucking where. So keep that in motherfucking mind. But that's how this motherfucking shit play. I'm rolling on, y'all. And then we're gonna break down some more Virgo alignments and shit like that. And then I know a lot of y'all gonna go to sleep and shit like that. You know, I'ma sit here and go over some songs and see if it sound right from the little studio that I was doing something at, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got my own little engineer style and shit like that, things of that nature, you know. But other than that, yeah, you know, talking about this motherfucking Virgo energy, you're gonna have to motherfucker, this is preparing, this is harvest, and you're gonna be harvesting bad fruit or good fruit. Those 222 is 6, and we getting ready to get into that year too. They're gonna be doing some crazy shit the next year, crazy shit. But based upon how you prepare, right? Based upon how your monkey ass prepare in some way, shape, or form, right? This harvest is gonna let you know if you're planting good seeds or you planting bad seeds. And then when it comes time to cuff a season, or, you know what I'm saying, just relating season. So it's relationship season, period. AKA, you might develop a better relationship with a family member that you didn't have previously, like too many domestic issues. Or you might, you know what I'm saying, some shit like a cousin, an enemy might not be such of an enemy before, as they was before or currently, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a whole lot of fucking might be going on and shit like that. A lot of people get pregnant as soon as it slide in the Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff. I ain't gonna tell you a lot. Y'all look back at y'all life. Don't sit here and act like I'm making up shit. The stars don't lie. You know what I'm saying? You can look at your own life and be like, oh, yep, you right. Every time around this time. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, though, you know what I'm saying? If you plant a whole bunch of bad seeds right now, you might be thinking shit is cool, but then when shit hit the fan, because shit always hit the fan in all the square signs, I ain't gonna lie, just mostly in Leo. But when shit hit the fan, when the motherfucker sun getting the Scorpio, that's when you gonna see the behind the scenes. AKA, damn, I ain't know this person had this many kids, or damn, I ain't know this person was this bad of a person, or damn, I ain't know I was flunked out, I ain't know I was toxic, or damn, it can even lead to a STD, or damn, it can lead to a motherfucker catastrophic moment with your family members to the point that it's a burning bridge situation, and shit hit the fan, like any fucking thing. Something from the dark realm, something from Plutarian type shit. Thank you so much for the donation, Dabby. Areola, he said, thank you, we super, yeah, Supernatural, that another one. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Superman, they kind of got that, but I like that name still, Supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Even they had to switch it up from Mason Man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, this gonna let your monkey ass know if your ass, did any motherfucking, practice witchcraft on yourself and planting bad seeds. Now, if you planting good seeds, everything's a go. Whoever you relating with, friends, family, associates, no matter what. Whoever you fucking, it's a go. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? No matter how the situation play out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no, Libra energy leave things light. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on the light side, you know what I'm saying, it's going to play out like air. Air is not heavy in weight. It's light. I told y'all light is light in weight, esoterically speaking. Not no photons in which they trying to get y'all lost into the physical realm. Like that shit. Nah, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. That's just something that's less dense. It's a form, though. You can get hit with light and got to squint your eyes. If it ain't physical, how the fuck you get hit with it? All the way down to your feelings and emotions is physical. They just less dense. You can get hit with a thought. Somebody could throw a feeling at you. Then you get impacted by it. Now you influenced. You know what I'm saying? By that fluid. By they current. They current of their events. Whatever event that they had going on, event frequency, it played out as a current. The vibration. And when you took it in your solar system to see if you agree with it or not, you let it go in one light form and out the other. AKA, or I don't agree with that. So you don't let those thought forms attach to you and let no other spirits come to you and create circumstances and situations or become your child. Or you agree with it. And then so it becomes in you a thought form, a feeling, and then that could grow into a blood cell, into a system that attached to blood cells that run certain organs, certain countries, and then therefore you allow other spirits that agree with that form to come in there to be a form, like like you, a spirit in a body. So now there's a spirit in that body that you created or got help created, and then for the most part, now they could come in as a life form or a circumstance or situation in your life. So that's how you got here. Ain't no other explanation. You hear any other explanation, that's demonic. Scientists thinking too hard, using their brain for shit it ain't made for, or people who just got weak ass arguments. They ain't gonna never be able to teach no 3-year-old that same way, up, down, left, right, ABA start. They wrong starting point. You ain't gonna never be able to explain to nobody what make the sun go to the right. So why even waste your breath? Just understand you got the wrong starting point. Period. Anytime something hard to explain, you got the wrong starting point. Anytime God ain't tell you, and me saying God ain't tell you, sometimes it might be, a lot of y'all ain't with the soul group yet, so I might gotta, dive down and let y'all know what I actually mean by that. But at the same time, God ain't tell you. Ain't no spirit, ain't no spiritual predecessor that been in a space before you been in a space, and it's a glorious space, a space with a parameter, atmosphere that motherfucker you wish you was in. None of those spirits ever came down and gave you no messages and no sound and no thought or no idea to make you lead to a certain direction, to have a certain experience, to let your ass confirm that what the fuck you was thinking about was right. Nope. None of them gave you that idea. Only you got those up, down, left, right, the sun going that way idea from a Mason, from astrophysics. You got from Neil deGrasse. You got it from them. You got these other concepts from God and all that shit from man, humanity. You know what I'm saying? That's from a man. Okay? Not even a man, a spirit in a male body. A spirit in a female body. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't male, it was a man and woman. That's why you don't go in the forest seeing if a motherfucking bug, a man or a woman, or an animal, a fucking man or a woman. You saying is they male or females, could they fuck good enough to have kids? That's it. That's it. You ain't thinking about nothing else. You ain't so. What made you so egotistical? Cause you in a human body. Damn demon. Damn demon. Thank you so much for the donation, Matteo Eros. He and who Eli 360. I like that name. I like the Matteo Eros too. You said hey hello, what you think about Venus and Sag for our relationships coming up and things of that nature? That's free. See, once we get into this point, it's like DJ fuckaholics. You know what I'm saying? Like, little damn son, where'd you find that shit? It's all free internet. This is where we make all of our mistakes. This is where we get flunked out too fast, married too fast, kids too fast, or have fun too fast. And if we are spiritually wise enough, we know how to not to flunked out people on the internet now. We don't know yet. We don't know. But we discovering GMOs every day. We discovering them every day. Every day. But anytime we in these energies, the sun, Venus, they all lapping up with each other. And it picked this year to do it. It picked this year to do it. So, you know, the shadow government on top of things. They're like, hold on, people can't be coming together. We can't be having no new little old monkey ass messiahs and shade bird ass queen and goddesses coming back in the world. Hell no. We need spirits coming here that agree with our ideas. So let's make sure we train their minds. So every time their mind is in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, they're only attracting spirits in our soul group. So the spirits that come down here as kids be people that grow up and rebel any type of people that's against them or try to be against us. We make sure that the spirits that come here be super religious out, super want a job fast as possible that in our magic square, want to be the best astrophysicists and regular college teachers ever and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We make sure kids come here and want to speak all prissy and shit with the language we gave them and make them have the mentality to think that anyone who used slang or ebonics is demonic. And that's how they do it. They keep, so you can have a child that got your, on a small percentage level, your desires, your natural selection energy, your resonation energy. So yeah, they're going to manifest similar mentality feelings that those lights bend in on itself and manifest similar organs and facial features, but the spirit inside it going to use it for what the soul group want to use it for. The shadow government soul group, aka, yeah, that's your child, or that's your cousin, or that's your sibling or something like that, but y'all don't agree with nothing. They do everything by the book. You can't really say too much around them. All that shit, to the point that eventually you just start looking at them like anybody. Like, damn, this is a Agent Smith. But this is how they keep reincarnating their soul group here. And other people's vessels and shit. By training a whole nother spiritual ancestry, backgrounding predecessor, and remixing those spirits based upon esoterically defeating them in a war, and then making them esoteric speculative slaves, and then doing that physically. And then it becomes a situation where we physically experience people don't know how to fend for themselves, so they need help, aka government. They govern these people mentalities and women mentalities, and then for the most part, when these spirits that come here don't know their spiritual lineage, don't know their spiritual predecessors, they have to cling on to spiritual ancestors, aka their up, down, left, right, AB starting point. And now you got to start in Africa, where they think Skulls was born in, knowing damn well who said that Skulls ain't traveled there and died. So that takes us into a whole nother discussion. Where did those Skulls travel? Where did those Skulls even travel from? You see what I'm saying? So it gets deep if you're not thinking right. If you always want to start with their starting point, you're never going to have your own mind. And there's only two minds here, yours and theirs. But if you using theirs, especially if you're using theirs to argue with me, you're not using the Uriel spirit. You're not being yourself. You're not being you. Uriel is beyond me. I'm just a vessel right now. That presence, that space is something on its own. These angels, these presence, these spirits, this is something on its own. Now, just because I was in that space first and created that energy, that's eons ago. We talking about right now with that. Everybody house got a left corner. Everybody geographical location, they can look to the left. You know what I'm saying? So someone's to the right is someone's to the left based upon time zones. So for the most part, this is where we always understand the energy of clashing too. But you need to understand your own mind, your own spaceship. I can only be a vessel to remind you that. But that's something on your own. That you energy, that perspective, me, you, that's something on its own. You have to tap into that godly space for yourself. Otherwise, you're using other people who did that already and gave you a system to do it for you, aka the shadow government soul group. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say it's only two minds. But I mean that on so many deep levels. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all even never hear me say, I'm God or you a God or some shit like that. I don't talk like that. We don't even talk in esoteric realm. What the fuck is that? So once we start talking, that's demonic to me a little bit. But I understand what y'all be into down here. So I have to use that word. They put a lot of years into that word and gave it a lot of energy. So the space that they was in, accumulating energy and thought forms and feelings, is powerful substances. And they put it in that word based upon the word and the letters and the sigil, the cursive. Everything is cursive. You might think you printing something that's not cursive. Letters itself is cursive. Period. That's why you always gonna see a Masonic prayer behind anytime it's a big event, presidential wise. They're not going to listen to us and stop doing that shit because we look at them differently. This is how they built the country. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that it's in print, but each letter is still like in a finite way a little bit. That lets you know every letter is cursive. You know what I'm saying? It's just squaring out the circle. Shout out to Matteo Eros. You see that M-E-T-T. Oh, now let me go back down. I'm way at the top. Thank you so much for the donation, PB Angel. Look, P, that's cursive. B, that's a curse. But these are just stamping our spiritual travels. So when you can get into the space of what it means to move like a bee, you know you go into something. You know you went into a spiral. You know you had to spend time. So you know you're creating like an esoteric womb, trying to figure out your awareness. But being indirect about it, speculative, not being so direct about it, trying to square it out, like logical or operative. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's taking you into a PM, or that's taking you into an infinity of your own self, or a time, or 8 energy. You know what I'm saying? Where you got this circle, 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, and this circle, the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, as wholes. You know, as whole things. And then as a spirit, you spiral in these things, and that takes time to be in your 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional energies, your thoughts and feelings, your men and women, and then your 3rd dimensional. Your mentalities in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, your men and women bend in on itself and go into your body and make your body act these things out. Where your mind go, your body go. And if your mind, your spaceship is flowing in some dumbass places, when it bend in itself on your organs that it created to make your body move, your body go do some dumbass shit. So that lets you know you don't run your own spirit. You got somebody else who created your spaceship and made you think that your spirit is the spaceship. Made you think that your spirit is the mind. Made you think that your spirit is the light. Made you think that your spirit is the conscious. Made you think that your spirit is the chakra. Made you think that your spirit is the light body. Is the light body. Made you think that your spirit is the Holy Ghost. Made you think that and now your spirit falling in a holy, holy, holy. So you think holy is something clear and cleansed and pure, but everything is in reverse. I told you in these words, because look, I told you in life, you know, things clear is lack of things. So you know if something holy, that's a dark hole, but in existence, darkness can only be accumulated from a bunch of color. Darkness is not accumulated from the lack of color. So when you see a black hole, only reason shit is sucked in it is because it's an accumulation of a whole bunch of colors. So when we do witchcraft with our bodies and our tools. So go do a witchcraft when you go get a bunch of colors we created, go get a white sheet of paper we created, go rub all the colors together, right? And what ritual and spell do you create? Darkness, black. So for the most part, you will never see in existence lack of the lack of something. This is why they still come to the conclusion of, I don't know why free. Can't no book tell you nothing because life told you first. Just stop. Like, shout to elevate things. That's soul group. Look, we already know soul group smart. Yeah, light becomes motherfucking darkness, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Because people are sitting here and think light comes out of darkness with some dumb Masonic physicality, or they probably got too much earth in their chart. So they'll sit back and be like, all I see is darkness, and then when I see the light, that's information based upon a Masonic understanding. But as a spirit, you can't. There's no other. There's only 2 minds here. It's a spaceship, subconscious community group. Yeah. Only way to understand this is when you know your spirit ain't the mind. So when you know your spirit ain't the mind, you ain't no thing. You understand that you the one who create darkness. Now we see this in life. You create flunked out situations. You don't get no shot. You don't have no ability to see. Your ego gets shot down and things of that nature. So you was lost in too many thought forms and couldn't decide on one of these things. So you was in darkness in some way. You created a darkness for yourself. You created a cage for yourself. You created a mental cage, a mental shelter, a mental luminal space for yourself. So you see that in life. Thank you so much for the donation, Miss Dockery. So for the most part, when you just in your true space, you derive light and darkness. You derive all these things. Otherwise, you just don't exist. Without existence, none of these things is apparent. So if you are aware of darkness, oh, it's something you created, baby. You better believe it. And you can never think that way If you're lost in that other brain, that Masonic brain, you thinking you the light. But you can make more sense out of darkness and understand that you could come out and practice the ritual when you put all the colors together and create darkness on the paper. You know what I'm saying? So these things is in life. Don't get lost into the reverse psychology that these Masons put on y'all, make y'all look at shit in reverse. Real motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. This is how you create dark. Now, when you separate as a spirit, this takes you into angelic or godly energies. Because you separate from each portion of light. And when you separate from this light, that information, that situation, that circumstance, that burden, you become lighter. Light as in weight. So as a spirit, you get out of that darkness and start to realize that you was in darkness in the first place. But your only way of coming to that conclusion that you was in darkness is what? Because you had too much shit on your mind. Now, too much shit on your mind, right? Too many lights. Too many minds. Too much shit developed on your light form. And then for the most part, that what created darkness. And your only way of understanding I'm out of a dark place right now is what? You separated from something. Now, that's the equilibrium in our lives. We all spirits. Now, we all got our own point of view, so we all got our own situations. But when you're doing things God way, it don't matter your situation. We all experience that though. See what I'm saying? We all experience that though. Just in our own way. Our own little level in our own little way. In some way, shape, or form. When you understand you the spirit. We all understand that when we start to pinpoint why we not in a dark place anymore, is because we all separated from something. Now, this person might have separated from a relationship. This person might have separated from a job. This person might have separated from a friendship. This person might have separated from a badass circumstance or situation that they was in, right? But at the same time, a person sit back and be like, damn, I ain't dealing with that no more. They might not even use the terms, I'm out of darkness. But they might be like, damn, I feel free, I feel light. But the only way we could only point to that is because what? Spiritually, we separated from something. And when you separate from something, that means you separated from what? A light here, a light there, and then therefore, for the most part, if light is information, if we want to use Masonic Jewish like concepts and shit like that, then for the most part, now we can explain this to a 3-year-old what internal darkness is, not just external darkness when they got too many markers and colors on the paper, right? Now we got help a 3-year-old clearly understand what internal darkness is. And we tell them that your colors is your chakras, your mentalities, your light bodies, your God and goddess bodies, the body that your spirit, your individual soul is in, your individual soul or spirit is in. If these is minds, and then if they get too cluttered, you let your throat chakra, and I know that's getting a little deep. You can make it simpler for your kid, but yeah, you let your throat chakra think too much about your root chakra. So anything you could, as a spirit, you don't take it one at a time. You don't take it easy. You create chaos in your internal realm. You get ready to manifest that externally. You take your throat chakra, start to think too much about your root chakra. Blend it too much with your root chakra. These are two different colors. Throat chakra might be blue. Root chakra might be red. You blend these things together and shit like that. Now you got some miscellaneous flame. Now you lost is getting ready to get darker. So now you can't help but to think about your desires too much. Then you blend that with your heart chakra and where Venus is floating around at and the shit that represent that and shit. Now you care and you are in love with that desire that you can't stop thinking about or communicating about. Now you got throat chakra, root chakra, and heart chakra all blended in together with making you react and respond to it with the heart there. Then now that's clouding your judgment when it comes to your Jesus, your Lucifer, your sun sign, your solar plexus, your eye, your individuality, your external energy. So now you about to start viewing the world only in that way. You could only see yourself doing these things. If somebody else come viewing you in a different way or trying to see something different, you about to become egotistical and shine brightly to the point it become you harness a harmful light. Like people don't want to see that light. People don't want to see you. It become frustrating being around you. Too hot. Make a person frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Put a person in heat real quick. So that now you got your sun sign blended in with your throat, root chakra, heart chakra, and then Venus. Before you know it, you can't see nothing else. You in darkness. To you, you think you the brightest in the world. You think you the lightest thing that since a sliced piece of Jesus Christ, Holy Ghost. But for the most part, to everybody else, you in your own darkness. To everybody else, you in your own pit of hell. You in your own fire. And you gonna manifest enough situations in your life till you realize, damn, this water that's actually fire evaporated into being a Job cloud, and I'm flunked out right now. It never failed. That phoenix always go high, realize it was Lucifer, and come right back down. And come right back down. Never fail. Never fail. You feel it. You feel it too. You start playing victim. You start blaming your family, your friends, thinking they ain't supporting or doing something that you made up in your own mind and think that they were supposed to do. It get deep. You ain't even put the energy in to even deserve that and shit like that. It get deep for real, for real. So you got to peep motherfucking game in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Because shit ain't playing with your fucking shot. You will be in fucking darkness forever. But you look like you in a light. You look like you in a human body. But your real body you in, if people know how to see beneath the veil as a spirit and know how to see behind the physical world, you'll be able to see the other body a person is in. Their chakra, their light body. And as a spirit, the way they move creates a cursive sigil. And that cursive sigil is an alignment that with their astrology, or not external astrology, but it manifests into that. But your internal, what made you, this your routine and pattern, what made you even pick those this time. But if you can see beneath a veil, sometimes a person make themselves out to be a shark-looking thing, any kind of creature-looking thing. And they hide it with this. With the body language, the hands, the facial expressions. And that's why I said in my post, always pay attention to what a person produce. Not the motherfucking intentions. Because their intentions could blind you. Shit, you might come across a lot of people who got a lot of good intentions. But shit, sometimes good intentions don't get you nowhere. You'll look at a person who got so much good intentions, but the outcomes that they produce ain't shit. They still be flunked out. They still be getting taken advantage of. So it ain't about how good a person sound and what they intend to do. You look at a monkey ass, shade bird ass motherfucker, what outcomes they produce. And their outcomes that they produce will tell you every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell you every fucking thing. And therefore, you won't even have to waste your motherfucking time with someone who just sound good and sound like they got good intentions. And a lot of times, that's just 90%, like 9% of the time. The other 91% of the time is motherfuckers who don't got good intentions. You got to be motherfucking careful. A motherfucker rock you to sleep real quick. They'll make you feel like they don't care about what they actually do care about. And the moment you open that stargate, that portal of vulnerability to them, that you don't care about that thing, that they act like they didn't really care about, right? That's when they come motherfucker act like they care about it and take it from you. Take your position, take your bitch, take your man to real fast and shit like that. And you'll be like, damn, I'm trying to match this person level and act like I don't really care about this and I just gave it to this person. And then that's how this person rock you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful out here. You don't know what you're dealing with. This could be family, friends, co-workers, whatever. In the spirit world, you'll know what you're dealing with because people be dealing with other spirits that be demons. See, spirits always got the ability to change. So a spirit could play in an angel form or a demon form or be in limbo at the moment and still need to decide. So sometimes if you're spiritually strong enough, you have to help these individuals get out of hell and go into other forms. But sometimes you could be dealing with individuals and shit like that might be doing deals with demonic ass and devilish ass spirits and shit like that, right? So it be giving them ideas and feelings that cater to shit that they want to accomplish in their life, right? And a lot of times the ideas and feelings that these demons may give them, so the spirits that be inside these forms and these forms that jump into these people as a mentality that look like it cater to their desires or what they want to accomplish, sometimes some of these ideas, the mentalities, make this person's body move in ways that's against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they might got to them, it's a good ass idea and feeling that they have to do what they got to do to get what they accomplish. And that kind of step on your toes in some way, block you in some way, prevent you from doing something in some way. And yet this person not even looking at it like that because they didn't got to deal with the fucking demonic ass spirit, looked over the contract, didn't really care about everything that was in the contract, didn't even look over all the terms and conditions and signed an agreement. And therefore, it was certain things within the contract in terms and conditions like this. Yeah, certain things you have to do. You might have to cross certain friends, cross family members. You might appear to be fake looking in some way, shape, or form, right? This person didn't even look all that. All they seen was, oh yeah, you could get this job. This job pay this much. You by the end of this period of months or something like that, you could get this car. Yeah, that's all they seen on the contract. Esoterically speaking, like that's all they seen. And you know when you dealing with a person like this too. This be the people that when you try to get in deep conversations with, they always somehow, some way bring it back to surface level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. The way they talking to me is like, we can go there, but every time I go there, we can't go there. Like, what's the deal? They ain't there. This be a person who faking the funk too. They might be faking conversations with you. You might bring up astrology. This be a person who act like they into it and shit like that. So they'll say, oh I know about Taurus. As soon as you start saying because Taurus an earth sign, and you know Taurus ruled by Venus and exalted in the moon. Here they go saying, oh yeah, I know a couple Tauruses at work. But all Tauruses ain't the same. And then it stopped there. Then they about to start talking about football or something like. Then you be like, damn, hold on, like what? Damn, I mean, we was about to get. Then you try to flip it back, like, all Tauruses ain't the same because you know what I'm saying. Some people got different moon signs and stuff like that. Then here they go about to switch it again. Because you know I just be trying to be practical and stuff like that. Yeah, because I gotta go to Walmart and get some socks. You be like, hold on, why we can't get? Then you be like, that's what you gotta know. Don't even waste your breath after that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go no further. Don't go no further. Okay, just don't go no further. But you know when you're around people like that, don't. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta ring around the rosy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And harness your own energy and shit. Real quick, you're real shit. You be around all kind of demons, and ain't no telling what be on these motherfuckers' minds to get what the fuck they need to get in some way, shape, or form. And they won't hesitate crossing you, because a lot of times they don't even know they doing that. It be when a demon leave a body or become one of their children or something like that, or create a flunked out circumstance or situation to a spirit separate from that form, then they come back around, come back to you and shit, and then God and goddesses always give you front row seats with buttery ass salty popcorn, not too much salt, but you know what I'm saying, with a drink too, you know what I'm saying, that you could be front row seats at this movie, that this person come back and be like, damn, I don't know what I was thinking, the key word, I wasn't myself, oh damn, I apologize, you goddamn right, look, in your mind, you watch Archangel Uriel, all you gotta do is sit back and be like, look, that sound good, but deep down, you goddamn right you wasn't yourself. You was in a sunken place, bitch. It was somebody else taking over. I might not say it to this person because they might not understand it. They don't watch Archangel Uriel. They ain't spiritual, so they might be flunked out. I might be getting ready to manifest another waste my time conversation. But in my mind, I know. Yeah, I know why you said that, bitch. You ain't even, don't say it. You ain't got to say it no more. Say it again. Say it again. You ain't got to say it no more, bitch. I understand it more than you do. In my mind, I'm trying to figure out which demon it was. I'm trying to dissect what it had you doing and shit like that. I'm going to find which one it was. In your mind, you just good. You sound good what you saying. Yeah, I wasn't myself. I might accept your apology. I might not. Other than that, that's it. I said for real. Motherfucking demon. I'm saying the motherfuckers across your ass fast as flunk. Flunky ass demon, and then it don't be one, it don't be two. You be around people, they be having hundreds around them. Hundreds. Hundreds. Real shit. All kind of going on in their head and shit like that. You gotta tell them, hush. Sometimes they gotta jump you gotta jump in their head for them and be like, hush. That's like in the third dimension. You telling them, man, you ain't gotta worry about that. We ain't gotta do all that. We ain't gotta do it. These be individuals you be around. You got a goal and a dream about something, right? Here they go with 100 list of routines or pattern or something they think you gotta do and think you gotta have and think you gotta have this job first and shit. Like, hold on, bitch. Where all these demons coming from? Where all these ideas and feelings you throwing on me that make us feel like we gotta do shit? We gotta do 100,000 shit. Hold on. God and goddesses said, only thing they said was we gotta sit back and be our motherfucking self. And that shit is manifesting. We have all the ideas we need. Hold on. Where are all these demons coming from? You trying to put our spirits to work. Hold on, man. That ain't God. Those ain't goddesses. Those ain't angels. Those demons. Trying to make us work for something, jump into the magic square. Before you know it, we be old as hell. Ain't even get to do half of the shit. Lost half of the inspiration and every fucking thing. No, fuck that. That's when you know you around one of them motherfuckers and shit like that. They got hundreds of demons, not one or two like we was just explaining. But we explaining now. This motherfucker got hundreds and thousands, and so you don't even express your dreams. No ideas around this person. It will always make you cloudy judgment. You thinking twice, not even twice. You think about 4, 5, 90 times about your dream. You might not ever do it. being around that person, and then you only be doing what those demons led y'all to do because they was working through this person how y'all do it. Before you know it, you didn't got a whole nother other job you didn't made up in your mind that you got satisfied with and made yourself comfortable, like, well, you paid this much. But it ain't till you get old, till you need somebody to wipe your ass, till you like, damn, man, back in the day, I could have did this. I would have been that. I would have been, shut your woulda, shoulda, could have been ass up. And hopefully you got grandkids to wipe your ass. Or good luck in a nursing home. Your drawers gonna be sticking to your old ass granny pennies or your old ass boxer briefs gonna be sticking to your ass for a few hours. For a young motherfucker come that got that job come wipe your ass. You better believe it. They gonna be in their mind asking questions every day like, damn, where's this motherfucking kids and grandkids? Damn tired of wiping their ass. Like every day, I know this is my job, but every day? Shit, when the last time y'all talked to an STNA female? Motherfucking real shit. I be in life for real. You have a lot of flunked out people just be flunked out on the internet being spirituality. It only sound like regurgitation or would sound good, or they pick words and shit out of the day. But no, that ain't what it is. Whip back in an experience and virtues and you got behind that. And so it feel like presence. It feel like something you get ready to experience or something you already did. And I'll say it. Otherwise, get your monkey ass off the internet. Real shit. Because I'm starting to get a little upset too with motherfuckers utilizing the physical realm as a representation of this how important your spirit is. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a bunch of likes, bunch of views, if you got a YouTuber award, this means you blessed, or this means you spiritual, or something like that, or this means you manifest. No, the fuck it don't. God ain't tell me I had to have that. Motherfucker, I wouldn't have all the 1,000 videos I had before monetizations and all this motherfucker shits and all this YouTube flunkity flunk shit and deleting videos and shit like that. If that was the case, Jesus wouldn't have been fucking hated if that was the fucking case, based upon the allegory. Motherfucker. Thank you so much for the donation, Kim out. You said any advice on knowing whether it's demon or our true selves, wants and needs? Hold on, what? A demon is your wants and needs. You said Taurus, Moon, Square, and Leo. So yeah, you see, you be flunked out, that Earth energy. So you like to react and respond to fixed Earth, being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical. But it looks like Leo, so sometimes you might be too expressive with it, or people might think you're showboating, or people might think that only material makes you feel good. Remember, the Moon motivates the Sun. So a lot of times by you having a square sun and moon, it's a 90-degree angle. So sometimes it builds internal frustration, where even to yourself, shopping makes you feel good, but sometimes you might go broke for yourself or another individual that appreciates you to a certain level of degree. And you have to be careful of that too, because what you see from others having a sun in Leo, when you see a certain level of appreciation, you don't care, you don't dive into the percentage level of it. You take it all. And for the most part, you having a moon in Taurus, you have manifested a supporting system for yourself and others. So a lot of times you will get taken advantage of just for the sake of someone acting like your friend. They don't even really be your friend like that, or really close to you like that. It's just you express a certain sense of vulnerability that you don't think is vulnerability through the lens of another person's eyes. You know what I'm saying? But through another person's eyes, it's vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, this is all I got to do for this person to take me with them, or do this with me, or give me this, or do this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, a person actually think like that. And then you don't think people think like that because you got so much energy to give for yourself. Being a Leo, you got enough energy to give. But the energy that you're giving being a Leo and being expressive is motivated by Taurus. Material, money, security, safety. You know what I'm saying? Where you are secure, a person to feel like they can always count on you, but they don't ever secure that with you. They don't ever secure that with you. You can't always count on them. And then you built this kind of energy like, a little bit of friend is any kind of friend is a friend, so you don't even think about it that way. You just think about it like, these are my friends and family at the time, and this is my position. No. Ooh, shit, I got cotton mouth. No. You just experiencing motherfucker flunked out shit at the moment. Let me take a sip. Can't be getting cotton mouth. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. These live streams important. I'm gonna say I can be up here looking like Pookie or on important live streams. Real shit. But yeah, that's that energy. You have to be motherfucking careful of this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit get crazy. This shit, but yeah, oh, so we almost done, so we gonna go on this, and I'm gonna shut it down in this motherfucking shit. But yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jabby as a sleepwalker. Also, so group. So yeah, y'all made me feel like, well, shit, goddamn it, I'm gonna just start taking y'all through all my times then. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get into these hours and motherfucking Pisces hours and shit like that, man. All kind of sounds and sigils come from space and shit like that. And thought forms and metaphors and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want those type of, like, I know when I'm talking too much when I'm around somebody that's close to me and shit like that. So I ain't a motor mouth like Libras and all that motherfucking shit, though. But goddamn it, we be in a spiritual realm, though. Know what I'm saying? Like, laying in the bed or just laying up or not, or motherfucker in the studio and shit like that, and this shit get creative. You know what I'm saying? There's never a lack of creativity. There's never no writer's block. There's never no beat making block. There's never no imagination block. There's never no teaching block. There's never no creation block. There's never a block and shit like that. You might hate getting tired. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you might be like, man, that's a block. Getting tired is a block right now. That's it. Like, see me being an Aries, sometimes I gotta figure things out. Like, stop making things blocks. You know what I'm saying? The rest is good. You know what I'm saying? Rest is good. You know? Real shit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Each hour is like different. Each hour is an awakened moment. You know what I'm saying? When you don't give a fuck about chakras and any kind of life form, your spirit ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. Your spirit ain't got nothing to do with wake or sleep. Your spirit just is what it is. Your spirit create all that shit. So sometimes you could create your own terminology of what sleep is and shit like that. It ain't gotta have nothing to do with that. For real, like we create these worlds. We create these motherfucking worlds. You better motherfucking believe it. I'm about to drop a 12-song mixtape. So it's gonna be Aries through motherfucking Pisces. Just 12 songs, bro. Just something real quick. This is some rapping shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just something for the road. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, so I can be on the goddamn road. And then, goddamn it, start and then do these videos in these cities and do these events and do soul group meetups. So every city I pop up in, we're gonna do a soul group meetup. Everybody who do music, we got to put this mixtape together, and then we're gonna do an event. Boom. Then I'm going to the other city. Boom. Now I'm a soul group meetup. Get some songs done. Event. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody, because what I'm starting to realize too, we got a lot of elders in the soul group. So a lot of times when it comes to the soul group meetup, y'all know that's just us parlaying like I'm like y'all next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? But the soul group event is going to be like the date on the flyer. So even our elders in the soul group shit is more professional. And we're in an indoor place, seats, food. So therefore it's more professional. And then we could go ahead and do lecture. People get up, do their own, promote their own things and things of that nature, and do that. And on that level, you know, the comfort zone is more presentable for all specters, ladder scales, and ages within the soul group. So that's the mission, right? So I'm creating this mixtape just to put out, do videos in these cities while interacting with y'all. Putting the soul group mixtape together, so every city I go into, I know because that's all I hear from y'all. So goddamn it, we want to make this real. We want to put things into action. You know, so we want to produce. That's what we do over here. We produce. Thank you so much for the donation, Tiger, and Open Eye Beats. You said your Center Street was some deep doo-doo. Real shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that too. I gotta finish those. Like this week flew. Damn, my channel get back in 2 days. This shit flew in this motherfucker. You said any advice about your mutable fire, being mutable and being able to adapt to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling with your sun, and reacting and responding and fix air when it comes into your moon. Being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical. And your ascendant is in fixed water. Damn. Being fixated on your own way of dealing with the emotions and feelings as far as what you was personally aware of. So, yeah, Soul Group Florida. Yeah, maybe back in the ATL also, because I got to keep thinking like, man, I ain't got shit to do. I be thinking like, I be so structured, planning-wise and things of that nature. And then when I sit back like days like this, when I wasn't in a flight cave and shit like that, and then really observe interacting, being gone somewhere all day, I start to realize like, hold on, what the fuck is I'm structuring my time for? I ain't got no fucking where to be. The fuck? I already put myself into a situation where I ain't gotta worry about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmama, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Got grandma. Take her to school, pick her up, everything. I'm straight. You do things God way, you get put into a situation, you could be straight. When you don't do things God way, responsibilities be like burdens. You be like a Adam and Eve was doing the wrong thing type spell. Then you go out and experience death and responsibilities and shit like that. But when you doing things God way, God needs you to be as free as possible. No matter how many responsibilities you got. I'm gonna tell you right now, all y'all females in the soul group, all y'all kids is I'm the father. You better believe it. Whole world gonna get into a situation where everybody could be free in some way, shape, or form. You better believe it. Archangel Uriel's the father. Yeah, that really is my son. That really is my daughter. You know what I'm saying? You do things God way, God don't play. You know what I'm saying? God work through the kids, and kids take over every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Kid be the goddamn best thing since sliced piece of bread at 10 years old. The Gerber commercials. You know what I'm saying? They goddamn it, you straight on that end. You never knew. Never knew. You know what I'm saying? But people just too flunked out, neglecty, too neglecty. You know what I'm saying? Neglecting too much. You get too neglecty. It only lead to neglecting the world. You know what I'm saying? And when your ass is old and your ass needs your ass wiped, nobody gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Then you really gonna be calling on God. God, can you please wipe my ass? No! Bitch. I'm saying real shit. You better believe it. Hush. Get the fuck on. Go reincarnate somewhere so you know what lights you need to detach from so your ass come back into the space a little bit more pure. And maybe they'll think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it. They don't be playing with y'all. They don't be playing with y'all. You know, they don't be playing with y'all. Real shit. These motherfuckers do not be playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So don't play with yourself and don't lie to yourself as a motherfucking spirit. Stop lying to yourself. I said, what everybody want to do, they just want to lie to their fucking self. La, 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 la. You know, I'm smoking la, 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 la. I'll be in the, like, Neverland and the real la, la, la. Like, I go there and I know where I'm at. You know, some people go to La La Land, don't know where they at. So in the third dimension, they play out as a flunked out person, a person who need a straitjacket. They need saving. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form, which you will never be saved. We don't want your spirit, your soul being preserved, being saved, and playing an old video game over and over again. We want you to be free. Go somewhere else. Some of these new video games don't even take memory cards. They got RAM. You need to go somewhere and get some more RAM, some more birth, some more creativity in your life, some more beginning of spring energy in your life, even if you ain't an Aries. You better believe it. That's all that motherfucker shit be about. This motherfucker. Somebody said I still play 2K. Don't make me go pull out some games right now. I still play Dreamcast sometimes. That is motherfucking shit. I be flunked out, you know what I'm saying? I sometimes I be scared of new technology. My ascendant is fixated in Leo. I mean, I'm sometimes scared to switch up. You know what I'm saying? And then I be flunked out with my Venus because it's on the cusp of goddamn Gemini and Taurus. So it's like, man, me being an Aries, I can only focus on one person at a time. I could try to focus on others and things of that nature. I'm trying now. Because I notice a lot of times I wasted time in the previous circumstances, especially like last year and the year before that. I sit here and be wasting time, and I know a lot of other people around me would be like, "What the fuck you wasting time with that situation or that person or that place or that thing?" Not just people. Believe me, this is my personal life with situations and circumstances. Like I be trying to make shit work. I think I got like but I got a South Node in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So then it add on to the motherfucking energies also. So I'm always trying to come up with multiple ideas, Venus, cusp, Gemini, about some fixated shit I'm stubborn about. It cusp in Taurus. So I got a Taurus, Gemini cusp. It's on 2 degrees. It didn't quite reach that 3 degrees. I wish it did. I wish it did, but it didn't. So I get like, I'm confused. I'm confused in my Venus and my Mars. My Mars is 29 degrees goddamn Capricorn. So I be confused as hell. I don't know if I want to be the boss or create a situation for someone else to be the boss. And I just sit back. I just don't know.
So sometimes I just be like, well, if I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna do that with a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that with no group of dicks. You know what I'm saying I'm not friendly like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I could do that with a female, okay, I have a whole bunch of other people around and men, because I got things for them to do. And I don't gotta be all busy with that. You know what I'm saying? They can just be studio, just that, you do that, just that and the third and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It might be a lot of times she might be running shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To the point, real motherfucking feminine energy. Like, I don't know what everybody else be flunked in and other kind of shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes deep. It goes deep. It might be some shit where with the female energy, with the real feminine energy, how I train my female or whatever like that. Okay, you might be homie sleeves, but you might got some energies or something like that, right? That I can't see. Or you might be bringing people around that I can't see. And my female, she can see that. So she might be like, yeah, he cool. He know how to do this. He know how to put this studio together and all that, though. But like certain ways he act or whatever like that will lead to this or whatever. Like, and guess what? I'ma listen. Now, I'm still a man. I know smart and wise and techniques and stuff like that. And I know if I'm listening to somebody who spiritually, she's spiritual or not, or she just somebody who just, she don't give a fuck about nobody. It's just a way of getting everybody to fuck around. And she don't want fuck from around. She don't want me getting no ideas of ever getting comfortable with she being comfortable of having anybody around, because you know that leads one thing to another, and one thing lead to another thing lead to another, then we flaunt down the polycamilarians and shit type of relationships. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of way a female runs shit. You know what I'm saying? You's a man, you don't know that shit, otherwise you wouldn't have got shot. You know what I'm saying? You a man, you don't know that kind of shit, otherwise you wouldn't have went to jail. You know what I'm saying? You a man, you don't know that kind of shit, otherwise you wouldn't have got stabbed or under somebody's SUV. Probably hers. You know what I'm saying? Lucky you ain't died. Live to see another day. And she still taking care of your ass. You got no feet. Other than that, don't steal. Because you was cheating. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know that. That's why you ain't that person, that dude friend no more. Because you ain't know that. She knew that though. But you probably put out some type of book. You probably put out some type of Islamic scripture, Muhammad creature or something like that. So she probably feel so kind of like indecisive of expressing how she truly feel about situations. She'd have built mentalities in her head to be like, oh, that's not even my role. I don't even feel like hearing his mouth today about submissive. I don't feel like him pulling out no book today or anything of that nature. Matter of fact, I just want to be with him. So let me go ahead and act like what he want me to act. And then sometimes that's where far as a female mind may go, depending on her upbringing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But yeah, this is a lot of situations. I was all things before. I was a female before. I was an animal. All the animals before. Bugs before. I was a man 1,000 times before. You know, so one of the first men that got lost into his cursive. You know what I'm saying? And fell first and made a you. You know what I'm saying? Men, mentality, and as a spirit, Uriel. I did that you first, you know what I'm saying? But that man, like, I'm trying to detach from that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to help y'all remember what y'all did too. Y'all fell and scared to death too. Get out of that shit. You always gonna transform. You know what I'm saying? We all transformers. All these galactic movies and shit like that, it's just about us. Different interpretations. They all Bibles. Every movie is a Bible. Every book is a Bible. Every cartoon is a Bible. Every Christmas song is a Bible. Every fucking everything is a fucking Bible. There's all allegory. Some weak ass flunked out man and women's, male or female, excuse me. Some old flunked out flunky ass male or female's mentality of anthropomorphizing our seasons. You know what I'm saying? And what we are experiencing each season. And in some civilizations, we call it gods, lords, demons, when they get below the horizon and we experience fall and winter. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. That's all. We never even went no further than that being humans. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I know y'all know life is more than that. Come on now. I know y'all know life is more than that. What's wrong with y'all? I know y'all, but we here now. Shout out to the whole subconscious community. Shout out to the soul group. I love y'all from the motherfucking bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn into hustle and flow real quick. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Hey, real shit. Oh shit! Thought I was out.